Creepypastas have been a relatively recent addition to horror, really only taking off around 2011. Allow me to briefly explain what creepypastas actually are. You know, for all two of you that actually don't know. Creepypastas are essentially today's versions of urban legends. However, instead of the stories being told verbally, they are spread across the internet. Despite the fact that creepypastas haven't been around for too long, creepypastas have made a major impact on the horror genre. They've had such an impact that what used to be these small, independent stories have now become mainstream, to the point that there are countless web series and TV shows based on famous creepypastas. However, in the past year or so, creepypastas seem to be dying. But with the new AAA movie based on Slender Man on the horizon, creepypastas could potentially be on the resurgence. With that in mind, I thought it'd be a great idea to finally delve into the realm of creepypastas on this channel. What better way to do so than read my absolute favorite creepypasta? So, let's get to it. Lightning. Credit given to user Alapanamo. We had just moved into a little ranch house in the suburbs. Storybook neighborhood. Quiet, friendly neighbors, picket fences, the whole 9 yards. Suffice it to say that this was supposed to be a new start for me, a recently single dad, and my 3-year-old son. A time to move on from the previous year's drama and stress. I view the thunderstorm as a metaphor for this fresh start. One last show of theatrics before the dirt and grime of the past would wash away. My son loved it anyway, even with the power out. It was the first big storm he'd ever seen. Flashes of lightning flooded the bare rooms of our house, imparting unpacked boxes with long, creeping shadows, and he jumped and squealed as the thunder boomed. It was well past his bedtime before he'd finally settled down enough to go to sleep. The next morning, I found him awake in bed and smiling. "I watched the lightning at my window," he proudly announced. A few mornings later, he told me the same thing. "You're silly," I said. "It didn't storm last night. You were only dreaming." Oh, he seemed somewhat disheartened. I ruffled his hair and told him not to worry. There would be another storm soon. Then it became a pattern. He would tell me how he watched the lightning outside his window at least twice a week, despite there being no storms. Recurring dreams of that first memorable thunderstorm. Or so I figured. It is easy to hate myself in hindsight. Everybody assures me there's nothing I could have done. No way I could have known. But I'm supposed to be the guardian of my child. And these are useless words of comfort. I constantly relive that morning. Making my coffee, pouring milk over my cereal, and picking up the newspaper to read about the pedophile local authorities had just arrested. It was front page stuff. Apparently, this guy would select a young target, usually a boy, stake out their house for a while, and take flash photos of them through their windows while they slept. Sometimes, he did more. My stomach sank as the connection was made. At the time, it was merely something from a child's imagination. In retrospect, it is the scariest thing I've ever heard. About a week before the predator was caught, my son came up to me in his pajamas. "Guess what?" he asked. "What?" "No more lightning at my window." I played along. "Oh, that's nice. It finally died down, huh?" "No. Now it's in my closet." There are so many reasons why this creepypasta is actually my favorite. But it is mainly due to the fact that the creepypasta fits into the genre of horror stories that could actually happen. The scary part? It actually has. On November 9th, 2017, a Glendale man, Michael Zabalza Ruedas, was found in a teen girl's closet. The father of the girl initially threatened him with a crowbar, which led him to flee, but police caught up to him not too long after. Upon arrest, he was found in possession of some of the girl's underwear, as well as several pictures of the girl changing and sleeping. To tie the similarities between this event and the creepypasta, he was only caught after a single flash came through the closet. He was only given a bond of $3,500 as his punishment. Well, with that out of the way, let me leave you with this little factoid. Did you know 90,000 cases of sexual abuse towards children are reported each year? The scary part is that the number falls short compared to the number of cases that aren't reported.